Hello, my name is Devin A. Wright, and I would like to discuss digital devices and our children. Here I have my daughter Kennedy with me. Kennedy, could you get into my cell phone for me? So I always keep my cell phone locked, but my daughter has my password memorized and knows how to get into my cell phone. Now, Kennedy, could you get on YouTube and YouTube your favorite artists and songs? So my 7-year-old, I just want to show an example of she's 7 and knows how to get into my phone, has my password memorized, and knows how to access YouTube. Thank you, Kennedy. So that just shows that kids today are tech savvy, um, and they have great knowledge of devices. That my 62-year-old mother cannot get on a smartphone at all, but my 7-year-old can. Children are currently spending more time with technology than they do in school or with their family. We live in a technology driven world that our children have become a part of. Children are practically living and breathing technology. It is present with them since day one, basically, of birth. There are pros and cons of digital devices in children. Some of the pros are smartphones can give parents some peace of mind, which you basically can know your kids' whereabouts. For example, you can call them on their phone, you can text them, and some of the smartphones also have GPS to where you can know their location. Also, the reality is that computers have become necessary to complete many homework assignments. Students are required to research a topic, and sometimes the most current and accurate data is found online. It's not like when were in school or you were in school, how we could go to the library catalog and check out books. Everything is online. And so much so that even papers have to now be typed up by the computer. Another pro is there's so much to discover online. If a child doesn't know anything, or if the parent's not able to help them with a particular subject, they are able to just Google it and it's right at their fingertips. Also, having access to digital devices can help children with their socialization and learning skills. There is some cons with that, but the pros are they're able to talk to their friends, able to get in certain groups, and things of that nature. There are also cons associated with digital devices in our children. Health risks associated with digital device usage would be, we give our kids our cell phones. They're in the car with us because, it's for convenience, for a good distraction. We give them our phones. They watch games. They watch videos. But in the same sense, when they're doing all that, children have to put on either earbuds or either earphones to enable them to listen to what they want to hear. And so, therefore, it can cause irreversible ear damage if the volume is too loud. The EPA confirms that computer screens emit low levels of X-ray radiation. While there's no evidence that the radiation results in health problems, the EPA advises that we limit our child's time on a computer or tablet, on their laps, and in front of their faces. Digital devices tend to be also lead to a sedentary pastime to where children are susceptible to gain weight because rather being outside playing with their friends, riding their bike, they are constantly on the digital device. They're constantly on the laptop, on the computer, on the tablet. An example of that is one summer I took my daughter outside to play. We were out there for an hour. We were doing hopscotch, sidewalk chalk, bubbles, and she was ready to go in the house and watch TV. And I just could not believe it. I remember staying outside till the streetlights came on, so I was very shocked about that. Also, another con would be exposure to child predators and inappropriate content. Many parents set limits on internet use and use privacy features to protect their children, but as we know, children can still find ways to get online, to access chat rooms and get on inappropriate links. So monitoring your child's online activities is very time consuming, but it's very imperative. And always need to teach our kids, once something is posted, it's always online. Children don't always understand that their online activities are permanent. Even worse, poor judgment can lead to serious and sometimes criminal consequences. So, before allowing our children to get online, we need to discuss with them the advantages and the disadvantages of social media, especially with the prevalence of the cyber bullying and things of that nature. Another con would be digital devices may be a mind numbing distraction. While plenty of children use their digital devices to download books, most are most are likely using their electronics to text friends, play apps, or watch videos. Some may argue that technology overload is actually disconnecting our children from nature, play, and from people. Some kids maybe don't know how to socialize with a normal person because they're constantly on their device. How do digital devices impact our children? As I said before, children today are growing up with technology at their fingertips. Kids can learn how to use a tablet or smartphone even before they walk. I've seen kids 1 and 2 knowing how to access an iPhone or an iPad. Now, these devices can affect the pediatric eyes. Most people don't think about it in that sense, but it can affect children's sight. Eye care providers have reported seeing an increase in cases of myopia, which is nearsightedness. Many parents aren't convinced of the warnings from the professionals to monitor the eyesight, but there are good habits that you can have for your children. For example, limited screen time. You can consider investing in computer eyewear, encourage your child to take breaks, and also if child's doing homework, you can set their workspace up properly, which includes having a chair that encourages correct posture with both feet flat on the floor. I hope you have enjoyed my video on the pros and cons of devices, and try to limit your child's time just to help them. So thank you.